Hey baddies, this is just a warning that this is part 2 of my reaction to the Big Brother 27 cast. You don't want to start off rip with Keanu to get all the way back to the A's with part 1, which will be linked down in this video's bio.
Easily. I like to think that I have a good read on people, but if I don't, that's definitely something that they could take advantage of. I definitely trust too easily.
I'm sorry, but we're seeing how this generation is with trusting on freaking Love Island USA right now. No one's trusting. I'm not believing that everyone's too trusting. Everyone's just avoiding to say what their actual weakness is. And it's so wild that when talking about his strength, the first thing wasn't just his guns, like the physical. This guy is going to move pretty easily, but he actually might get blindsided. I can see that being a problem. So yeah, he needs to keep his head on the swivel, but like this is nuts.
No, I mean, as far as like profession and things like that, you know, personal trainer, that's a pretty common profession. The fact that I'm like a super nerd or something like that, I don't think necessarily that'll be a detriment to know. If anything, it'll make me more relatable to people. So, no, I don't think I'll withhold any information. Uh,
That's valid. That's valid. Everything about him just seems like a plus, honestly. And he's going to feel so much more free than the other house guests that have something to hide, like being a strategist or cum laude and stuff. Like, he's such a threat. He's such a threat in this game.
my enemies trust. And this is Big Brother, so it may not be normally in my character to betray that trust, but you got to do what you got to do to win $750,000, right? I've seen quite a few seasons of the show now, and I don't believe there's ever quite been like someone who looks like me that is quite as charismatic. I know Brent from like season 20, I think it was. He was a pretty charismatic built guy, but he's definitely not like nerdy like me. And I like to think of myself as a chameleon, a very well rounded like personality. So I feel like I have the ability to get along with a vast array of people, in spite of what I look like.
Brent's an interesting pull. Okay. Okay. A nerdier Brent. I can see it. All right. I'm really liking this guy. Really liking Keanu.
I want to focus on my strengths initially, which is just connecting with people. I feel like someone or a player that was very good at that in the two seasons that he was on was Enzo. I know he's originally from season 12. I can't remember what the All Star season was, but he was in that one as well with Cody. And I feel like his social game and his ability to connect with people always takes him far in the game. I feel like he just never quite built on the like capital, I guess, that he was building, and quite was able to utilize that to his advantage. I feel like he's just his strength was just his social game, whereas I feel like I bring a little bit more of a complete package as terms of like physicality and things like that. So I feel like I would have a similar game plan. Just being social, connecting with people, letting them know that I will fight for them, and I could in that vein they'll probably end up fighting for me as well, and take each other to the end. And when it comes time to be one on one, that's when I'm gonna pounce, and I'm gonna show my true ability, my true form, if you will.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Enzo and Brent, that's interesting pull. For some reason though, I'm thinking Casey. He could be a Casey, and Casey was giving full package and Casey won. But I get it. Men don't usually turn to women as like their comparison or inspiration, but that's what I'm putting in my back pocket. I could probably keep watching Keanu, but I got to move on. All right, we have Kelley. Next.
I'm Kelley. I'm from South Dakota and I'm a web designer. Being a house guest on Big Brother feels great. I'm so excited to make all these people my friends. Listen, I'm going to be the one to win Big Brother because I'm a farm kid and I have farm kid grit. Back on the farm, there's no such thing as I'm tired of this task and I'm done with it, or this task is too hard and I'm done and I'm just going to go inside. No, we finish the task. Whatever needs to be done, we do it. And that's what I'm going to do in this house. I'm going to be a farm kid. A little.
Okay, Kelley is adorable. We do usually see the farmer like character on Big Brother, but this might be the first time we've seen a woman be that. And I'm kind of living. We have a couple nerds. Some are sneakier, but like Kelley and Ava, maybe that can click. I don't know. She gives a little bit of an introvert as well, which will kind of be tough in a house like this, but we'll see.
I am a solo traveler. I've been to 42 countries, all 50 US states, and literally half of Mexico. I've stayed in hostels. I'm good with communal living and sharing a kitchen and sharing a bathroom with 16 people. This is like second nature to me. This is going to be great. I also grew up in a super small town, like 50 people small. And it was my graduating class was 64 and it was us from kindergarten to senior year graduation, the same people, the same building, all 13 years. So I'm used to being locked in a room. Like this would be perfect for me. My strengths are definitely my social skills and my ability to read people. My weakness is definitely going to be competitions. I'm one, not super competitive. Not that that's going to stop me from winning, of course, but not super competitive in like, I need to win this thing. I'm also very clumsy, so I have a feeling competitions are not going to be my strong suit.
Again, just so adorable. I mean, if it's meticulous, maybe more endurance, maybe she could pull out something. But yeah, there's huge physical competition in this season, so at least she knows that's going to be a weak point for her. Boom, boom.
I would love to not reveal my profession, and like I have a couple really successful businesses that I run, and I would love for my house guests to not know that. So I'll try to downplay it as much as I can. Also, the fact that I've traveled so extensively.
I don't
How
think
will I
that's a
crush my
problem.
enemies? I'm definitely going to kill them with kindness. I'm gonna bring to the show this weird, quirky energy. I'm gonna be everyone's hype woman. I'm here to hype up all my house guests, and I'm gonna be everyone's friend. So, when I am traveling, I like.
I mean, I hope she is. I hope she's going to be everyone's friend. It feels like just good vibes. I don't know who would beef with Kelley. Just leave Kelley alone. But I also don't know if Kelley is going to take home the full prize. I'm going to move on to Lauren now.
I'm Lauren. I'm from Lafayette, Louisiana, and I'm a bridal consultant. So, I'm a super competitive person, and I've been loving Big Brother for as long as I can remember. So, competing in this competition is means a lot to me. I don't think Big Brother has really seen somebody who is a super sweet Southern belle, but at the same time is willing to and will crush people in competitions if she needs to, and a super fan as well. So I think my strategy going into the house is going to be really sort of like taking in each person and sort of feeling people out, getting really close to them, and sort of figure out what their strategies are going to be and sort of build off of that. I think going in with a set strategy and trying to play too hard too fast always gets people in the beginning. So I think I will sort of lay low starting off and then really start to play a little bit later on. I am a super fan of the show. I used to watch growing up with my parents. That was sort of like our family time. So Big Brother means a lot to me, and it's so crazy to be here right now. I think people keep coming back because it's such a.
She seems sweet. She seems nice. I wonder how she's going to do in competitions. I'm waiting for her to say something like maybe she's athletic, but maybe it's not giving that. She kind of reminds me of America, but it's like solely the um, brunette and like good smile and everything. Yeah, we'll see. And I'm not hearing a Louisiana accent. So, but we got our Southern Belle. They do love casting one of those.
Show. It has everything you could possibly think of. It has love, it has friendship, it has backstabbing, it has drama, it has competition. It has pretty much everything, and I think that each season sort of brings its own like style to it, and I think that's why people always tend to come back. So I think some strengths that I can bring into the game is that I'm a very competitive person. So I feel like I might thrive in competitions. I
Okay.
also love talking and connecting with people. So I feel like my social game is going to be something that's going to be a strength for me as well. Some weaknesses, I think.
She's very soothing. Like just her voice, demeanor, very soothing presence. People might really want to keep that in the house.
Is going to be I'm sort of a very empathetic person, and I'm a very bad liar as well. So I think that might be one of my weaknesses.
Finally,
I might not tell.
finally, we have a different weakness, a bad liar. That is totally valid and relevant. I would be a terrible liar, so probably not good, but lying by omission, girl, might be the way to go, or having allies who can lie for you. Also, she keeps saying that she's a super fan and has watched a lot. I'm waiting for her to reference a season, like her favorite season, her favorite player, something like that.
I'm a huge super fan because I feel like it might paint a target on my back. They might think that I know the game too well and that I'll know how to play it. I think that I would be more of a hero this summer, but I can be a villain if I need to. I think that if I can use it to my advantage, I would maybe do a showmance, but definitely the end goal is going to be winning. So if a showmance takes me further, then that's something that I might do, but if not, then I definitely won't let it jeopardize my game in any way.
All right, so we have Ashley and are we on Kelley or Lauren? Lauren, open to showmances. Very important.
I plan to crush my enemies in the house in competition. I feel like I'm not the most malicious person, but I think my competitiveness can sort of like speak for itself in a way.
It's a good way to do it. It's a good way to do it. So we'll see what that competition record's going to look like. I can see her teaming up with one of the guys who are huge competitors. Let's move on to Mickey.
So, for those that don't know, I am Mickey and I am an event curator based in Atlanta. I have literally done the most girliest things as well as the roughest things, from ROTC to heck planning birthday parties and whatever else you could think of. I dominate in a city that is full of men. I have to do a lot of business with them and dominate easily. And so I think I'll win the Big Brother house just because I have the talent of being very charming, being very, I guess, a person that people don't think is a threat. And I think I'm going to use that to my advantage. I'm going to be a neutral party. I'm going to be everyone's, favorite person. And then when it's time, I'm going to strike and make my move.
We got a second black girl. This is good for Ashley. And then this black girl, she has thick locks. Like Keanu. I am dying.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so being on Big Brother this year, honestly, it makes me feel, I'm a little nervous. I'm nervous, I'm excited. I feel like I'm supposed to be here. I have like little butterflies in my stomach, but at the same time I'm like, okay, let's kick some butt and let's make it happen. Then there's also like it's a game, but then at the same time I'm so excited to meet new people. I think I have a whirlwind of emotions, but the most important emotion is the fact that I'm about to win this entire competition. And I'm nosy too. I'm wondering like what the heck is going on in the world? I want to know, like, I don't know, did Drake drop a new album yesterday? I'm not sure.
Ma'am.
I wonder what's going on. I wonder, did it rain all day today again in Atlanta like it's been doing for the past like 3 weeks, which it's turned into to Seattle? Why, I don't know. I wanted to compete on Big Brother because I think it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. I don't feel like a lot of people get to come on this show and show America what they have. And I think that's exactly what I want to do. I want to show the world what I can do and what I'm capable of. And that's me winning $750,000. So my strategy in the house is definitely going to be a person that no one pays attention to in the beginning. I want to be the girl's girl. I want to be everyone's favorite, everyone's friend, making everyone feel good about themselves. I do believe that, the more that you ask about others and the more you invest in others allows them to feel better about themselves and see you less as a threat. So that's actually my strategy. So being all about others, being all about other people, and being someone that's in the background until it's time for me to actually be in the forefront. And when I do that, that is when I'm going to make all of my moves and make sure that I come out on top.
And that's how you talk about social strategy. Well, like that's true. That's a big part of what people get endeared to you for and everything. Mickey knows what she's talking about. I don't think we should be talking about the weather back at home and more about the sneakiness you need to do in the house to get to know all the information. But it'll take some time for that nosiness to get put into work in the house.
25 years to Big Brother is amazing. And I honestly think that people love this show so much because it's real, it's raw, and it allows the house guests to be the ultimate the decision makers for who wins and who takes home that money. I think it's very entertaining, and it's the one and only reality show that I know personally that uses real life people and puts them in real life situations with others and to determine who gets out on top. I think that's the most unique thing. It's not scripted and it's fun. I don't think that exists anymore. So I will definitely be the one to watch this summer because I'm going to bring a lot of energy, a lot of flair, a lot of charm, all into the Big Brother house. I will be the one that is definitely going to dominate with nothing but femininity while wearing pink and kicking butt. I don't think you've seen that or heard of that before. So definitely watch out for me because I will be the one to watch.
I mean, the girlies love pink. That's not unique, but I get what she's saying. She's also, I can see the charm. She's gonna stick around. She's gonna be good in the diary room. I am loving this about Mickey for sure.
I will definitely not be in a showmance. I don't see that happening for me. I am here for one thing and that one thing only, and that is to win this money. I'm not here to find a man or a husband. Listen, I live in Atlanta, Georgia. There's a plethora of men out there. I can find one easily. I'm not here for that at all. I'm here for the money.
And that makes me want her to get into a showmance more. More.
See, will I be a hero or a villain? I think it depends on how you look at me, right? I think to some I might be a villain just because I am coming in being very intentional, with my strategy and wanting people to be my friend just to obviously overcome them. But then some people might think I'm a hero because at least I'm being honest about it. I think there's a good balance. So maybe I'll be a villain hero, hero villain, hero villain. Ooh, I just made up a word. I'll be a hero villain.
Okay, she is gold. She's gold. I love it. I need it. Yes, 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 yes. I am already at a hour and 20. I'm going to take a pause. Had to switch computers, but let's continue this. We have just a couple more, and this is Morgan.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Morgan. I am a Palm Springs girl at heart, but I'm located in Los Angeles, California, and I'm a model and gamer. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I need to pinch myself because I'm actually in the diary room. Like, hello, we all know the iconic diary room. It is very comfortable, I will have you know. That's crazy. That is actually nuts. Wow, I can't wait to turn this house upside down. Oh, this is gonna be so freaking cool. Y'all just wait. We're in for it. I'm gonna come in here, make sure you guys are ready. Bring your teacups. I'm gonna bring the hot and steaming tea. Serve it up. I hope you guys are ready for it. I'm gonna win Big Brother because these house guests are gonna have no idea that this gamer girl is here to rock their world. I'm keeping that secret because, hello, if I tell them that I'm a gamer, they're gonna boot me right out. So I'm just gonna keep this little model-esque persona to go on and hopefully sneak by and take the whole thing home.
I don't know if being a gamer necessarily makes you more of a target, but I'm loving her personality, and she seems to be into the show. She knows the term diary room. She's just jumping right in it. She's very much about getting the audience on her side, I feel. So far so good.
Well, I don't know if you guys have had a gamer girl yet, so I'm really excited to represent for the gamer girls out there. But I also just think that my just like natural bubbly personality is going to be really fun to see in the house. I'm a goofball and I'm a nerd. I mean, come on, like I just think that's really fun. And I think last but not least, I'll probably bring my humor, which I think is hilarious. Maybe people like to laugh at me, but that's fine. I mean, as long as we're both laughing, right? So I'm a former Division I track athlete. I was raised to be determined, to be strong-willed, to be resilient, and to keep fighting no matter what. And I feel like Big Brother is that. Like you have to keep fighting no matter if you're on the block, even if you're HOH. We have seen people win HOHs and go home the next week. Like it does not matter how high up you are. You can be at the bottom the next week. So no matter what, I'm going to come in, fight as long as I possibly can. And if I have to take some people down with me, I'm going to do it.
I think we finally found one of our athletic girlies. I'm loving that. So I hope she did her strength training. The upper arm strength is what get us women in this game.
So I am not a super fan, but my mom loves Big Brother. Her and I had watched seasons 5 and 6 when I was in high school. That's going to age me a little bit. It's okay. Proud to be 33, first of all. But I just want to do this for my family. They do everything for me. We do everything for each other. We're a very small knit family, and I wouldn't be where I am without them. So I want to win this whole thing to be able to buy a house for my family and get them out of just what they've been fighting so hard to escape from, which is just, not being able to own their own home or other things like that. There's just so much that I want to give to them. And I want to prove to myself that I can do this. Like I said, I've watched a couple seasons when I was growing up, thought it was cool. I mean, for me as an athlete, I'm like, oh, I see these comps. Like, get me out there in the wall comp. Get me out there in BB comics. Like, let me show these people that just because I'm not an athlete anymore doesn't mean I can't compete and win these games. Okay, so strategy-wise, and before you guys come for me, hear me out. I am not going to come out guns blazing trying to win everything. As much as my competitive heart wants to do that, I have not seen a success story where someone just comes in and wins everything and wins the whole game. It would be nice if I could do that, but I honestly feel like for me, creating the smallest amount of target is just going to be what's best for me. So I'm going to lean on my social game and just keep in my back pocket that I'm a gamer girl that has a lot of strategies coming their way. So I'll pull those out when I need to.
All right. Gonna try and lay low. I mean, I think she's gonna do well socially. I don't think her winning comps is really going to make her too much of a target. If anything, it might get the stronger men on her side, but we'll see.
I think Big Brother has been such a success because, just like they say, expect the unexpected. Every year, season after season, something's always been different. And I feel like, from a viewer standpoint, that's something that we all look forward to, from the different house guests to just like the age range where everyone comes from. And I think the coolest part about Big Brother is they bring together people that would probably never hang out in real life, and they end up bonding together, or maybe not bonding, but they end up living under one roof and duking it out and seeing who is like the last one standing. So I think that's incredible. And I also feel like the fact that they pull in America to get their votes or to get their intake on things really allows for the viewer to just be engulfed in the season. And I think it's great. And hello, we have Julie Chen, the best host ever. Come on.
Wow, a great talker, which is going to be great for the show and for her winning chances. I think she could probably sway a jury, sway some other house guests as well if she's in those final two chairs. I'm liking it. All right, we're moving on to Riley.
My name's Riley Jeffries. I'm from Luther, Oklahoma, and I'm a professional bull rider. Oh man, being a house guest on Big Brother this season is the freaking best thing that's ever happened to me, man. I mean, it's like just thinking about it each and every single day. It's cutting down closer and closer. Just being, I mean, being a house guest, it's just everything I've always dreamed. It's everything I've always wanted in life. I never expected to be sitting in the freaking DR right now, but here I am, and everything happens for a reason. And I don't know. I feel so blessed. I feel so blessed, and man, yeah, absolutely.
All right. So Riley is our cowboy of the season. We typically have at least one. So we'll see. Well, I could see him probably getting on with a bunch of the men, but then we also have our farmer girl Kelley. I'm very interested in that. Let's see what else he has to say.
Yeah, I would say I'm a super fan. My mom and dad are super fans. My brother, my sister, they're all super fans. I mean, they've literally watched it since season one, and I just seeing them. It's been like everybody watches it. When everybody that watches it is like, oh, I want to go do that. I want to go do that. Like I want to go, and like I'm here. Right? Like I get a chance to actually go win this deal, and I'm not going. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to let it slip out of my fingertips. They're going to have to try to yank it. They're going to try to pull this from me as hard as they can. All of y'all out there, I mean, to get me out of this place, man, it's going to be a hard time because I'm here, and I'm here to stay. I'm here to win. That's the only reason I'm here. I'm here to win.
All right. His family being super fans and watching since the first season is kind of wild. Hopefully, that is good to prepare him. Also, something I'm noticing just looking at Riley has huge eyes, like eyes that you can fall into. And that's really good for just like endearing yourself to other people. I'm very interested in what his social game is going to be like. I am seeing that maybe he's kind of struggling in this interview of finding things to say, which could also be a problem in the house. But that's just a first read. He could just be nervous.
It's a house, and you bring different types of individuals into it, and then you put them all together, and then it's like you see those types of different people in this world can actually get along and can actually have a relationship. It don't matter what race you are. It don't matter what what you like or what you believe in. The only thing that matters is right in that moment. We can't go anywhere. We can't do anything. We have to be with each other. So either you're gonna like each other or you're not. So you're in there for a couple months. So you might as well just make the best of it. I love everybody. I really do, man. There's not a person in this world that I don't love. I ain't even met everybody in this world, but I love everybody. So my strategy going into the Big Brother house is just cool, calm, and collective. I'm gonna go in, be myself. I'm not gonna be too much or be too little. I'm not gonna stand off and make people think I'm like a weirdo. I'm not. I'm just trying to exclude myself. I want to surround myself. I'm not like usually the type of person that is a follower, but in this game, you kind of got to be a follower. You got to follow, go with the flow. So I'm just going to go with the flow. My strategy is to just be myself, compete how I compete. I'm not going to, I got different types of stuff, I know when to kind of just throw some competitions or whatever, or to keep my safety in the house. Um, I've been watching it for so long that I've picked different pieces and different people out of the show and took the good and what helped them out of their season and put it into, trying to put it into one person. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it happens. I'm from Luther.
It's very interesting that he went from being a follower to then just blending in and adaptability. There is a difference there. So that's good to know. And it is absolutely a strategy, not sticking out too far. I hope that's right, that he loves everyone. That's going to be also a very good thing to have. I think I'm going to move on to Vince now. And we got another guy after this, and we're done. All right, Vince, we got a mustache.
My name is Vince. I'm 34 years old. I was born and raised in Los Angeles, and I'm currently unemployed. I am so excited. It hasn't hit me. It doesn't feel real yet. I am a massive fan of Big Brother. I've been watching since season 16, and I started watching the live feeds in season 18.
Okay.
And this all just doesn't feel real yet. I'm trying to keep my feet on planet Earth. I'm trying to keep my head out of the clouds, and I'm trying to take it in and just absorb all of this as much as I can until it hits me that it's real. I think my strategy coming into the Big Brother house is to compartmentalize this game down into weekly mini games of Big Brother. I want to view every single individual week as its own mini game of Big Brother, and all I need to do for those weeks is survive it one at a time and slowly take one step at a time. You can't say you're going to win the World Series without winning enough games to get to the playoffs. So I have to win the individual days, individual conversations, weeks, whatever that may be, take it 1 week at a time and adapt and wing it and then adapt, wing it, adapt. It's the wah-wah technique. You just wing, adapt, wing, adapt. That's what I got to do.
The wah-wah technique. Okay, Vince's vibe. He's like, I am unemployed. I'm taking it week by week. He is chill and laid back, and he might be able to outlast just with that vibe. This is wild. This is kind of like the same thing that I said about what's his name? Zay. Yeah, I was like, look at all these women coming in hard, and these men are just like, who knows? Let's see what the end of this summer is going to bring. Just a different world.
I will be the one to win Big Brother because I think I naturally have the perfect formula of what it takes. I like to call myself a master of none. I'm not really the best at anything, but I'm pretty dang good at almost everything. So I don't think I mean, I clearly won't be a physical threat. I think I'll be social enough to be able to make the genuine connections. That is the foundation of strategizing. And I think I'm athletic enough to compete with the best of them when I need to. And I think if you can do all of those cohesively, you'll be in good shape.
I feel like he's kind of self-aware, but I feel like he might easily get pegged as like a sneaky player. I don't know. I don't know. This is like a little bit of a weird wild card. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of Vince, but this is very interesting.
I would say my strengths are having empathy, which is important in the Big Brother house. My communication skills. I think my self awareness. I like to think I'm self aware, which is a surprising amount of people. Something that a surprising amount of people don't have as much as they should. I'll say. And again, also in the Big Brother house, self awareness is huge because you don't want to be too obviously obnoxious or rubbing people the wrong way, especially early on. The first impressions are huge. So, yeah, I think empathetic. I'm very competitive. I'm very, very much a one track mind person. If I set my mind to something, I'm going to go at it 120%. And yeah, hopefully all of those make for a pretty successful season. We'll see.
Vince is bringing something different. I'm liking that the self-aware, taking things week by week and being self-aware is absolutely a strength. Vince is getting more to the top somehow of just what I think he might be capable of. Um, let's see, how many minutes in do we have? Let's do a little bit more and then we're going to move on to our last one.
I know I said one of my strengths was my self-awareness, so I'm going to do my best, but a weakness could be if I get too excited, if I get too riled up, maybe I might say the wrong thing. I'm going to try not to. I'm going to try to be mindful of that self-awareness. And my competitiveness. I'm not a poor sport, but I don't want to get too riled up if I'm not doing as well as I expect myself to do.
Ooh.
I don't know if there's any.
He might be a poor sport. Very interesting. Very interesting. We'll see. Hopefully, he's also not overestimating himself because being mad at your performance when some of these games, first of all, are like crapshoot carnival games and all of that. I'm not hearing much that he was basically preparing like our man Adrian building stuff. So I don't know where his expectations are. But let's move on to our last house, I guess, and that is Zach. Oh.
My name is Zach Cornell. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and I am a marketing manager. I am so excited to be on Big Brother. It's been a dream of mine, and I really just have fallen in love with the show. I really do feel like I am the complete package. And I don't say that in a cocky way. I just know that from all the different steps in my life. I mean, I was a pastor's kid that grew up very shy in a very sheltered home. And I had to come out of my shell when I got to college, right? I mean, it was my first day in college when I saw somebody smoking weed for the first time, right? So I had to really adapt. And then you ultimately move from there to into professional baseball, right? You're living with 7 people in the same house all at once, you know? And so there's a lot of different aspects in my life that I've had to really change myself to understand what's going on in my environment. And ultimately that is going to be the number one reason why I'm going to win Big Brother, right? I feel like this is always an ever-changing game. And when I see people there in day 45 sleeping, taking a nap, not really paying attention to their surroundings, it drives me insane. As somebody who is a competitor, who's somebody who really appreciates the show, I just know that I'm always going to be on my feet. Whether it is like, you know, working out, I'm going to make sure that I'm always there with somebody, right? Or if it is somebody that is not even, you know, closely related to me, that has different, you know, likes and dislikes, I'm going to be that person that is going to be there for them. I have an interest of getting to know everybody. I'm really interested in getting to know all their deepest, darkest secrets. And I know ultimately that is what it's going to take to win Big Brother. So that is why I'm going to win Big Brother. So
That was a really good answer. I mean, he seems really fit and yet not too bulky that weight could really ruin his performance. He is in marketing, so he really knows how to sell. And as we see, he's selling. I can see him being in a show me. I think Zach has a really good shot. Let's see more.
Comes to my strategy entering into the house, I know that I will be perceived as a threat day one. I am somebody that is more athletically built, somebody that can really interact well with other people around them. And so I am going to really push me being a pastor's kid week one. I want to be somebody that you feel like you can trust immediately when you get into the house, because I know that people are going to be worried if people like them, if they dislike them, especially when it's 15 random people that you've never met before, right? And so week one, I plan on laying low. I want to be that person that is there, just kind of holding your hand, somebody that you feel like you can talk to in a very stress-free environment every single day, right? And I don't want to be the type of person that is the, hey, like, let's create this alliance. I want you to be the person to tell me that, right? And so week one, I do want to lay low for that reason. Hopefully there are a bunch of crazies in there. Hopefully there's another Angela that, you know, goes off the deep end and is ultimately the person that would kick out week one, right? And so that's my ultimate goal, build those deeper relationships. And then once we get into weeks 2, 3, 4, that's when you really start to see these alliances form. That's what I ultimately want to do. I want to be in there with a final two with somebody that you would have no idea who that person is, or you would never be able to guess them, right? And so I want to have that final two. I want to be in a bunch of different alliances with people that I feel like I can relate to as well. So I am going to play a much more risky game when it comes to really interacting with people and trying to create those alliances. But honestly, I feel like that's your best case scenario to win the entire thing. And that's what I'm going for. I'm here to win it, not to get second, third, or fourth.
He wants another Angela. Does he remember that Angela went for men like him? Oh boy. And going with the PK, preacher's kid, wanting to be everyone's confidant, like that might work. That might work. I actually think he's going to be a strong contender. I think I'm going to stop there for now, guys, but I think we have a pretty interesting cast. I'm very excited to see them move in on Thursday. I'm your host, Nicole Weaver of the Black by Reality podcast. I will be doing exit interviews this season, so please subscribe if you are new here, and let me know in the comments, who are you rooting for? What are your thoughts on part of the interviews that I showed and react to? And other than that, guys, I hope you feel visible and stay visible today. Bye.